conversation with counsel for the defense, we are willing to agree to a lesser charge.
Well, I'm not.
Excuse me?
I won't allow this plea bargain.
Your Honor, the people are satisfied that justice is being served by this plea.
What about the victim in this case? Anybody bother to ask Todd Manning?
I don't want to...
Your Honor, Mr. Manning is under the care of a doctor.
You mean in the hospital, don't you, counsel?
Yes, in the hospital, and under arrest for yet another attack against Marty Saybrook, and for the murder of her unborn child, which is the crime that led up to this incident with Cole Thornhart.
Well, let's stick to the matter before us. Yeah, I don't see how this deal you've offered serves the interest of the community. Mr. Manning nearly died from the speeding, did he not?
I can't say. I understand his injuries are serious.
He flatlined, counsel. I mean, if not for the skill of his doctors, we'd be looking at a murder charge here.
Excuse me, Your Honor, may I ask what source you're referring to?
Victim's impact statement. And since the Commonwealth didn't bother to file one, I looked into it myself.
Victim impact statements are not required in plea agreements or sentencing. And in the interest of justice and saving the court time and expense, we moved on this quickly.
How considerate. But I wonder how Mr. Manning would feel if his assailant got off with a slap on the wrist.
Cole may have...
I don't understand how the Commonwealth could honestly feel that this is the right charge.
Your Honor, we considered the totality of the circumstances.
Again, Your Honor, there was no intent. Mr. Thornhart did not seek out Mr. Manning. When my client entered the gym, he was there looking for his girlfriend, Star Manning. He had no idea that Mr. Manning would even be there. He didn't even have a weapon.
Except his fists. And an inability to control his anger to the point that he nearly beat a man to death. I mean, does no one in this room find that to be a problem? No matter the provocation, short of self-defense, you cannot assault another human being. Do you hear me, young man? That is the law. I will not sanction vigilante justice. The court declines to accept the plea.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would like to revise the charges against Cole Thornhart. Assault 2, with a recommendation.
The court accepts the Commonwealth revised charge and will now amend the charge. Attempted murder.
Whoa, Your Honor. The district attorney's office has full discretion on what charges to file.
Then you pick a charge that fits the crime. Mr. Thornhart, please rise. You've been charged with the attempted murder of Todd Manning. How do you plead?
Do this.
You're out of order, ma'am. Please sit.
Your Honor, I object to the amending of these charges.
Overruled.
Then I'm going to have to ask you to recuse yourself from the trial.
On what grounds?
These proceedings feel tainted by the influence of Todd Manning.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. Counselor, sidebar now. Court will take a 10-minute recess. All rise.
This judge has it out for my son.
Yeah, there's something not right, okay? You gonna be okay for 1 minute? There's someone I need to see.
Okay, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
I hope it's okay that I came.
Glad you did.
I wasn't sure Star would be all right with it.
Well, it doesn't matter. Looks like she had better things to do today. What the hell is wrong with you, Nora? Implying that I've been bought by Todd Manning?
Your actions have been highly irregular today, Your Honor.
So have yours, counsel. A man is nearly beaten to death in front of 12 witnesses. And because it's Todd Manning, that's okay? I mean, the open hostility between the DA's office and the victim is legendary.
With good reason.
You have new charges against him. Fine, you file them, but you don't hand out a walk on a serious crime like this because you don't like the victim. And because the defendant used to live with you, and his mother dates the arresting officer. If you want to demand my recusal, I'll file on prosecutorial misconduct, and we'll hand this file off to someone who knows a felony when they see one. Is that how you want to go?
No, sir.
Anything you want to say?
My client does not belong in jail. If you're going to reject this plea deal, then I reserve the right to argue that in court.
Now that's what we're here for. Court is back in session. Would the district attorney like to voluntarily amend the charge?
Yes, Your Honor. The Commonwealth now charges Cole Thornhart with assault and attempted murder.
Mr. Thornhart, how do you plead?
Not guilty, just say. You're going to trial, right? Just say it. We'll talk about it later.
Not guilty.
Let's move to the subject of bail.
We request that the defendant be released, ROR.
No objection, Your Honor.
On an attempted murder charge.
Your Honor, the defendant has deep ties to the community. And as you noted yourself in sidebar, he has a close relationship with the chief of detectives, John McBain. I'm sure Mr. McBain would vouch for his appearance.
I don't see Detective McBain anywhere in this courtroom. How's he going to vouch for anything if he's not even here? Doesn't the defendant have a prior conviction?
Yes, Your Honor, a minor drug charge. He received treatment and probation, and he's been drug-free ever since. Also, while on probation, he went undercover with the Landview Police Department and was responsible for bringing down an entire drug ring. He received a Medal of Commendation for that, for his dangerous and very vital work on that case.
You know, maybe you two should change seats.
Your Honor.
All right. The defendant, Cole Thornhart's heroism in that case is duly noted.
Thank you.
However, considering the seriousness of the crime and the threat Mr. Thornhart poses to the community, bail is denied.
Where's... How can the judge ignore a plea?
The judge can do that. That's the law. We should have started with assault.
Attempted murder?
What?
Attempted murder. Cole's been charged with attempted murder and denied bail.
Well, that was punitive because we ticked off the judge.
Yeah, well, he was gunning for you from the moment you opened your mouth.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Mr. Shaw's filing an appeal on bail this afternoon, okay? So you just hang tough.
Mom.
And we're going to be right behind you.
See you at the station, all right? Thanks.
You went and saw Todd, didn't you?
Now wait here and don't move. I need transport on the 4th floor.
I can't believe this is happening. Hey, I'm sure Star would be here if she could.
If she wanted to be here, she would. She had to choose, and she picked Todd. It's pretty clear 5 minutes into it, the judge was in Manning's corner.
Well, what did Todd say?
Same load of garbage. But he knows we're on to him. If he makes a move against Cole, I'll be there to stop him.